right, welcome back. After a long little Labor Day weekend break, we are back with another episode of Scam Podcast. Malcolm, how was your Labor Day weekend?
It was great. It was fantastic.
Yeah.
Went to Yellowstone National Park, took some mushrooms, tried to solve the world's problems and humanity.
Any luck?
No. You think you'd be able to dive pretty deep and figure out some creative solutions. And I think it's all going to end pretty soon.
Yeah, it might have went the other way instead of like having hope when you leave. You're
I left.
It is that bad.
Yeah, exactly. I tried to summon a UFO. It didn't happen. But
that's great.
How about you? What'd you do?
Pretty much stayed in. Didn't do anything too crazy, except I did go to the movies on Saturday and saw Tenet, the Christopher Nolan movie, which was a mind fuck. Really good. I highly recommend anybody going to see it. I was kind of against
fights or anything in the movie.
Well, I was against going, to the movies. I thought that was a terrible idea, but I legit could not find a link for that movie anywhere. And I was like, I really want to see it because I know it's going to get spoiled for me, which it would have. I saw stuff online the next day. Mm-hmm. So I was like, you know what? I might as well just go see it, bite the bullet, or, I guess almost literally if I would have got sick. But they're pretty safe. They had regulations. It was every 6 seats next to you. Like if you bought 2 seats, the next 6 seats were booked.
And they should just keep in front of you.
Yeah, I don't get it. But the 6 seats in front of you, 6 seats behind you. So it was. I saw an IMAX, so it's this giant theater, and there was only 22 people in there. So I mean, it was solid. And then, but it's funny. We were looking at like the other show times because we're like, what other fucking movies are even in the theaters right now? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, so, I have no idea. I have no
exactly.
Clue.
So there was some movie called Unhinged, which I don't even know who's in it or what's it about. There was no one in it because you could look and reserve the seating. The show time was the same time as the one we were seeing, and there was nobody in the theater, not one person. So they're just running it on an empty stadium, just whatever. And then you roll in and you get in line for like popcorn or whatever. There's have to keep distance. It was a ghost town. There was nobody there, so I felt pretty safe. And then, but the one shitty thing is popcorn is like AMC. The large popcorns are free refills, right?
Yeah.
So my whole move is you get there early, you get the popcorn, you go in the theater, you chow down the popcorn, and then when the movie's about to start, regardless of how much popcorn you have left, you just go get a refill. You know what I'm saying? So I rolled up there, I just like engulfed into half a bag or half a giant thing of popcorn, and the lady's like, "Oh, we don't do free refills because of COVID."
I said, "What?"
Yeah, I'm like, "Because of COVID." I'm like, "Well, you already handed me the popcorn. You already did the dangerous part." You know what I'm saying? And then I'm like, "Okay, well then just give me a new one, a new container." And she goes, "We can't do that." And I'm like, "All right, well, I don't see how that's being safe. That's just being cheap."
It's just a new excuse for everybody.
Exactly. So then the manager came over and she was like, "We're just trying to be as safe as possible." I'm like, "Well, like I said, you already did the dangerous part. You already gave me the popcorn." So I'm like, "Whatever. I just wish you should put a sign or something somewhere that said no free refills anymore." You know what I'm saying? Or I wouldn't. That's the whole point of buying the fucking large is it's free refills. So whatever.
Here's the deal: if I don't get the refill, it's gonna get real unsafe in here.
That's how it felt, man. I said, "Dude, I'm gonna come behind there and refill this fucking."
Well, that's the hilarious part. Like with the max fights and shit. It's like you need to wear a mask, and then they just get into a full blown fist.
Yeah,
fight.
Exactly. That's what I was saying. I was like,
it's like I was being safe for everyone.
I was pissed off, but I was being pretty reasonable. I mean, I'm sure there's a lot of people that would not have acted that way. You know what I mean? I'm sure there's people that are like, "I'm gonna get this motherfucking refill." You know what I'm saying? Just starts throwing shit. So
I got a pretty wild story too about so. Before we go camping, we go to the grocery store and, buying all the shit to camp, whatever, food, firewood, all that stuff. Drugs. So we're going out, and I live in northern Colorado or whatever, and there was like some wildfires going on. So it's been super smoky. You can't even see the mountains. Mm-hmm. So this old lady stops me. She's like with her daughter or something. She's got like the air hose coming out of her shit and the tank on the fucking cart and all that shit. She's all, she's all, where are you guys going? And we're like, "Oh, we're going camping." And she's like, "With all this smoke, blah, blah, blah." I was like, "Oh, we're going up to Yellowstone." She's like, "Oh, you guys gotta," she goes, "Oh, you guys gotta watch out for ground snakes and stuff." And I'm like, "Shit, I ain't worried about no snake. I'm worried about a fucking bear." And she said something. Then I was like, yeah. I'll wrestle that bear. And this is where it just took the craziest turn. So she goes, shit. She goes, you do work out, don't you? Yeah,
Oh no.
Oh, yeah. She goes, I bet you got a little hair on your chest, don't you? So I pulled out my shirt. I'm like, fuck yeah, I do. Oh, dude, it's so wild. And she said something that I was like, shit, maybe I'll come for you. She goes, oh, you don't want me. I'm all dried up.
Oh no.
Yeah.
I was about to say she has that breathing tube. You might kill her if you had sex with her.
It was so fucking wild, the shit she was saying. I can't even remember it all. I do remember at one, we were bullshit. She's like asking me, like, and my friends, like, where we're all from and shit. And then she just looks at me, she goes, shit. She goes, you wouldn't have been able to handle me back in the day. She goes, I was short, had a body on me, black hair. I'm like, Jesus Christ.
Reminds me of the chick I saw a few weeks ago at the gas station at 6 a.m. and they was like, I like your shirt. It's just like, they're just looking for it. You know what I'm saying? They don't have anything to lose,
That shit, that all whatever. Dried up, though, was fucking shit. It wasn't me. I'm all dried up.
This was with her daughter?
It was either her daughter or it was somebody, whoever's taking care of her. She's just standing there watching her or whatever, say all this.
Here goes mom again.
Yeah, exactly. It's exactly what it was, dude. It was fucking awesome. Yeah.
All right. Yeah. So one other thing, I did. Football season's about to start, so I'm a little low on Bucks gear because I told you I ordered that Brady jersey, and it's not going to come till October. So I was running around over the weekend trying to find Bucks hats, Bucks shirts, anything I could find because I only have like this one and like one or two other ones, and everything's out. Everything's out of stock. Nothing's replenished. Everything is from last year. So I finally asked this guy at Dick's Sporting Goods. I was like, "What's the deal?" And he goes, "Well." He's like, usually at the beginning of like football season, we get a huge shipment and we have like displays and mannequins and things set up for football season for college football. And then a few weeks later for pro football, he's like, we didn't get shit this year. We don't even know what's coming on those trucks. Sometimes we open it and there's a bunch of stuff that we didn't even order. Like it's just random shit. Like he's like, we have San Diego Padres jerseys out there and we don't have any Bucks, Dolphins, or Jaguars stuff. So I was like, what the fuck? So the supply chain's all fucked up and backed up. So it's like, you don't even know.
Depression.
Exactly. You don't even know like where to get stuff. It's a pain in the ass. But yeah, I mean that's not on the grand scheme of things. That's not a big problem. But it's just shitty. That one time I'm looking for shit, and even online, you go to find like on Fanatics or some of these other websites, everything's out of stock. And even if you do order them, like I said, you're not going to get them for 4 months. So it's like the fucking season will be over by the time I get this Bucks shirt. So whatever.
Yeah.
So that was pretty much my weekend. So I saw Tenet. I watched Cobra Kai. I don't know if you're into that or seen that on Netflix, but it's like the Karate Kid, like follow-up TV show.
Dude, I did scroll past that and
it's pretty solid. It's actually funny. No, I listen, I didn't even like Karate Kid. I didn't even think that was a good movie back in the day. And
I thought Karate Kid was good.
Nah, that was boring. It's outdated for me. I was a little bit older when it came out, or a little bit. It was a little bit before my time, is what I mean. But it's actually pretty funny. It takes place like the bad guy from Cobra Kai, Johnny Lawrence. It's him as an adult. His life is just in the shitter. It's fucking great. He's hilarious. It's real funny. He's just drinking himself to death. He ends up beating up a bunch of kids, and then
maybe he should become a ninja.
But I'd highly recommend it. There are 2 seasons I think are on Netflix. So, well, let's get in. We didn't get a lot of emails. No, thank you for everybody that listened to the show the last week. I know we took a little bit of an unscheduled break there, but Malcolm went on a last-second vacation. Plus, I was busy too, so I wouldn't have been able to record anyway.
Yeah.
So thank you for sticking with us. We did have a shitload of downloads on was it Saturday or Sunday? So thank you for everybody that listened. Follow us on Instagram and Twitter at @scam_podcast. If you want to email us and we'll answer the questions on the podcast. It's podcastscam@gmail.com. Thank you for everybody that's done that so far. Please go right now. Follow the Twitter, follow the Instagram to keep up to date with the show. And then you would know that we weren't, releasing an episode last weekend as well. So we did get one email that I wanted to talk about, but I honestly cannot find it. I can find, I wrote down the email. I just don't know the person's name. I think it was Rachel, or it was a girl, but she asked if there was ever a situation where you were the victim of a mistaken identity and had to impersonate someone. And it was interesting because I actually do have a story to go along with that.
How is it mistaken if you're impersonating someone? Isn't that
No. If there was a case of mistaken identity and then you had to impersonate someone, like someone thought you were someone else and you just went with it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
it went from mistaken to stolen.
Yeah, basically. Yeah, Rachel, you're a criminal. So years ago, probably like over a decade ago, I was at the Hard Rock Casino out in Tampa and got really drunk, really, really drunk. And this is back when I was like, 21, 22. I didn't have a lot of money. And drinks at the casino are fucking expensive. In Vegas, everything's free while you're gambling, but not the Hard Rocks out here. So I'm drinking or whatever, and I'm with a group of people, and they all like disappear or whatever. And like I said, I'm pretty drunk, and I'm standing at around like this blackjack table, and the pit boss comes up to the person giving out the drinks and points just like over in our area and says, the French guy over there, drinks are free for him all night. So I hear him say that because he's like probably like 5 to 10 feet away from me. And then she walked up and she's like looking around. She's like, who's the French guy? And I just started doing like the worst possible French accent.
Yeah, the most stereotypical fucking thing ever.
Yeah, exactly.
Smoking a long cigarette from the fucking.
Oui, that's I am the Frenchman, like that, But the thing was, she kept fucking bringing me drinks, so I kept going with it. And then she would like walk away and I'd talk normal to the people at the bar or at the table, and I'd see her in the corner of my eye to like fake the French accent all of a sudden if she walked by. But I got like 15 drinks out of it. But yeah, that's the only time I ever had that. I did have one time someone thought I was like a friend of theirs from college.
Yeah,
and they were just like talking to me like you know what I'm talking about. Like he just walked up to me like you know what I'm talking about. Like, I have no idea who you are, man. Sorry. What about you? You ever had somebody think you were someone else?
No, I've had people think I'm Ben Affleck, but I've never impersonated Ben Affleck. Yeah, I mean, I guess I could just get hammered, and then I'd be impersonating Ben Affleck.
Yeah, oh, that reminds me. All right, so years ago, I worked for a company where we wore like a blue polo, right? And Malcolm knows what company I'm talking about. But it was Black Friday, right? And I was working that day, so I was in my stuff, and I was like, "Oh, I'm gonna stop into Best Buy real quick and see if I can find out." I was looking for like a deal on something, and I walk in and I'm like looking through something, and this guy just comes up to me and he's like, "Hey, can I get some help around here?" And I had my headphones in, so I was like, "What?" He's like, "Can I get some help around here?" And I'm like, "What are you talking about?" And he goes, "Some help, you guys. I can't find anybody that works here. Like, I've been looking around. I've been standing over here for like 30 minutes." And I'm like, "All right, that's not my problem." And he goes, "What did you say?" And that's when I realized, like, oh, he thinks I work for Best Buy, right?
Yeah,
He's like, I'm like, okay, cool, right? And I'm a pretty, like, you can't really tell from the podcast, but I'm a pretty big guy. I'm 6'2", 6'3", 200 pounds. Like, I'm not like a small guy. This guy was like much smaller than me, and he just thought because I was at work, he had the power over me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I wouldn't whoop his ass. You know what I'm saying? He's just like, you're not gonna do this at your job, So he was like, excuse me, and I'm like, yeah, it's not my problem, bro. And he goes, "Where's your manager? I would like to speak to your manager." And I'm like, "I don't know, man. Go find her."
I am the fucking manager.
Yeah. I was like, "And when you find her, tell her to come over and talk to me." And he was like, "Oh, whoa," like he's flabbergasted or whatever. So
yeah.
He walks away, and I see him over there, and he's like pointing, like talking to an employee. He's like pointing at me, and I'm like waving or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And I can see her like looking like confused. And then she says something to the guy, which is clearly like, that guy doesn't work here. And you just see him. He's just so defeated. He's just this whole attitude change. He's like, "Oh fuck, I'm the asshole." You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I love that situation. Do you work here? No, I fucking don't.
I was thinking about that the other day. I should just say yes and just go behind the register and start taking money out. Like, I work here. But thank you for your question, Rachel. I feel bad I can't find it. If you could email it, because she sent it in a DM, email it to me at podcastgame@gmail.com, because she had a story of her own that I would like to share. So we'll focus on that next week. And speaking of that, next week we will be putting out our part 2 of the celebrity deaths. I did see someone asking for that. It was supposed to be on Wednesday, but because of everything going on and us not being able to record, we wanted to push that back. So next Wednesday will be part 2 of the celebrity deaths, and then we'll be back again Sunday night, Monday for the next episode of Scam. So let's just get right into it. Again, thank you for your email, Rachel, and for everybody else that sent in emails and DMs. And we want to hear from you guys. Send us some stuff. Tell us some crazy stories. Tell us some things that your deepest, darkest secrets.
Yeah. Tell us who you hate.
Yeah, let's get fucking weird here. You know what I mean? And speaking of fucking weird, you told me, we talked about this before the podcast. You said you hadn't heard. about Mr. Odell Beckham and what's going on with him.
There's not a lot of service in Yellowstone. So
Yeah, I could imagine. So Odell Beckham Jr., wide receiver for the Cleveland Browns, has been known to do some weird stuff. He had like a viral video a few years ago where he was in like a hotel room with a chick on him. He was eating pizza, smoking a blunt, and there was like coke in the background. There's all kinds of weird stuff, right?
What?
So you don't remember that?
No.
So that was a few years ago, and there's like music playing. It was obviously like a Snapchat thing that someone hacked and posted online.
Mm.
And also he's into like weird dancing and he wears weird clothing, and there's some questions about his sexual preferences, and some weird stuff. We're not here to kink shame. Whatever you're into is what you're into. It doesn't bother me.
Yeah.
But speaking of kinks, this other podcast, it's called No Jumper, they have these two girls on. They bring other chicks on that like sleep with celebrities and they expose them, I guess, is like the whole thing.
What's
and
this called?
It's called No Jumper. You might be familiar with it, but
no, but that's pretty interesting.
So on the show, the girl says that she's been paid before to take shits on people, and one of her clients.
I've heard of that before.
Yeah, one of her clients was Odell Beckham Jr.
Oh,
and that she wanted him to fly out there, not shower for 24 hours, wear the same underwear the whole flight, and then to take a shit in his mouth.
In his mouth? Oh, that's what I call that. I call that the old John McAfee.
I think everyone else does too. But it's all the jokes were flying. They're like, "Oh, I didn't know Odell Beckham was a number 2 wide receiver."
I mean, at that point, like, why does it even have to be a female? Like, I'll come take a shit. Like, if you don't want to fuck, dude, I'll take a dump.
Hey, if the price is right, call me Bob Barker, baby.
I got a steady flow, dude. 2-3 times a day.
Yeah. So
I'll bundle it. I'll bundle it for you.
I'll eat Mexican food, whatevs, But so all the jokes were flying, and then they're like, "Oh, no wonder he wanted to get traded to the Browns." And then it was instead of the Cleveland Browns, or the Cleveland Steamer Browns.
Yeah. Jesus Christ.
So that was a little interesting. Now, my question is: do you think it's true? Do you think there's any truth to it, or do you think this girl's full of shit? I mean, it was a pretty—I wouldn't say reputable, but she went like, why would she lie about that? Why would she make that up?
She's definitely not full of shit.
Not anymore.
I don't know. It's definitely possible. I mean, that's like, people. I mean, it doesn't get. I mean, that's not the weirdest thing out there. That's for sure.
That's true. Yeah, it's, like I said,
we're not here. Age of the internet, it's becoming normalized. Fuck.
And that's the thing. We're not here to kink shame. People are into weird shit. As long as they're not hurting anybody and everybody is in the.
I just don't know how you don't get sick from that. It's crazy.
I don't think there is a not getting sick. I think you get sick from that. It's just part of the game. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And my thing is, do you eat it? Do you swallow it?
All right.
I mean, you just said he's shit in his mouth. He's got to do something.
All right.
Yeah. I mean, in that case, it's spitting and quitting. I don't know. I don't know what the rules are on that one.
So my question was, do you think it's that she's lying, basically, for clout? I don't see why she would make that up.
I'm gonna say no.
Yeah, I'm gonna say no too. It's such a weird thing.
I with these people, I feel like, when you get rich and like, the sexual proclivities just get more and more crazy because you can kind of do whatever you want, and then you're just trying to one up it, and it gets harder.
Yeah.
And it's like, I feel like it becomes more about the chase rather than the actual act.
Absolutely.
So yeah, it probably is fucking true.
So I kind of touched that on that in another episode where I was like, when you get like so much money, like things start to not matter anymore. It's like, getting a speeding ticket. You're like, fuck it, I'll just pay it. I'll speed here. If I get pulled over, I'll pay the ticket. Once you get to that point, you're like, I can fuck any chick I want because I have all this money. I can pay to have any chick I want. I need to step it up. I need to go to the next level. I want chicks.
And that's why like the Epstein thing is so interesting, because it's like, is it even a sexual thing, or is it just like a power thing? Just because I can do it, I do it.
Yeah.
So it's a weird one to think about.
So yeah, he was in it's gonna be interesting, the trash talk for him this weekend if people are coming at him.
Yeah.
So one of the interesting things that formed from that is it reminded me, because people were saying that Cleveland Steamer Browns thing.
If somebody runs back a pick six, oh my god. Oh my god, the touchdown celebration is gonna be.
So like when T.O. took a shit on the ball.
Yeah.
So
just like squirted out of the back, like in between their legs, the ball.
But yeah, so the Cleveland Steamer Browns thing, if you're not familiar with what the Cleveland Steamer is, it's from this Urban Dictionary.
But isn't that on the chest?
So listen, I'm bringing it up, all right? So the Cleveland Steamer thing is from the Urban Dictionary, and it reminded me of like I think before we've done this when we've run through all these like ridiculous terms that are on Urban Dictionary that are sex acts, like just preposterous. So the Cleveland Steamer is is when one person craps on another person's chest, and it says "and very important," then sits down and rocks back and forth like a steamroller. So it's. I hope that most of these are just jokes because
they ain't jokes.
So this one on Urban Dictionary is called the Alaskan Turnpike.
Yeah, that's a nasty one.
The act of shitting in a condom, then freezing it, and then proceeding to use the frozen condom as a dildo.
The David Copperfield's a good one, but this day and age, it's it's kind of illegal. Well, I guess it's always been illegal, but
even more illegal now. Yeah. So there's another one. I think it's called the Scotch bonnet.
Yeah, that's a
which
good
is
one.
like, which is Scotch bonnet is actual. It's like a habanero pepper. It's just like another name for habanero. So this one isn't even like that crazy. It's just the when they use it in a sentence, it's great. So it says it's a verb. It's Old English to douse another anywhere from the top of their head to their shoulder blades with no less than 4 ounces of boy milk. To use it in a sentence is, she was beefing about me giving her throat babies, so I graced her with a Scotch bonnet. Bloodow.
I love
that. Bloodow really gives it that extra little umph.
Yeah.
You know, so. You can waste a lot of time on Urban Dictionary looking at some weird sex shit too. So feel free to explore on your own.
Or send us your favorites. Yeah,
send us your favorites. Or, hey, tell us about ones that aren't on Urban Dictionary that we haven't heard about yet. You know?
Yeah, we'll add it for you.
Yeah. So a couple other things. We're going to talk about college football and NFL here a little bit later, but there's a couple things that came up this weekend that I wanted to talk about. First being that the Milwaukee Bucks are out of the playoffs.
I know, that's crazy.
Got stomped out by the Heat, 4-1. And the only game they won is the game where Giannis got hurt. Came back, the B squad came back and won the game. So,
part of me thinks that sometimes I think the NBA is rigged, dude.
It is rigged. No. It is rigged. All right. So
I mean, they get in a crazy news cycle, and then it's like, bam, they're gone. You know?
Yeah.
Like,
I think they never looked right after the restart. They didn't look right in the bubble at all. The Bucks, they were so dominant in the regular season, they just didn't look comfortable in the bubble. But that has nothing to do with the NBA being rigged. I think that if anything, they would want the Bucks in the finals. You know, with Giannis being such a huge star.
But then that Kenosha shit happened. And that's
true too.
You know.
But my thing is that the reason I think it's rigged is after that Celtics fucking Raptors game last night. There were so many bad calls in the fourth quarter and overtimes. I mean, it was terrible. Man. And now you can challenge fucking fouls, which is insane to me. It's like, it's such a ticky-tack, right on the money thing. It's like, how can you reverse these calls? And then it's not even like, even if you win the challenge, it's a jump ball, so you don't even get the ball. And then on top of that, it's like, how do you know that's what would have happened on the play? And then if you lose, all you lose is a timeout. I don't know, man. It's tough. And the refs don't know what the fuck they're doing. They're missing calls. They're calling the wrong shit. It goes both ways. It wasn't like it was, in favor of the Raptors or in favor of the Celtics. They did miss a bad call on Kemba Walker at the end of the game. It should have been a foul, but what are you going to do? But, the Bucks are out. So the Heat are moving on. Game 7 Raptors-Celtics is tomorrow night, I think, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then we got Lakers-Blazers tonight. And the Clippers just took a 3-1 lead in that series against the Jazz last night. So they'll likely move on. So we'll keep it at that. But we'll touch back on that when we get closer to the finals there. But there's another thing I wanted to talk about, right? So there's this clip from years ago, right, of Louis C.K., the comedian, right?
Yeah, he calls me all the time.
Yeah, your buddy. So there's this like famous clip of him, right? And just listen to how crazy this is. There's this famous clip of him that I heard over the weekend where he's on some radio show and he's shitting on the show Inside the Actor Studio. Have you ever seen Inside the Actor Studio?
James Lipton.
Yeah, James Lipton, right? So he's telling this story.
He's dead, though. I think James Lipton's dead.
He just died. Yeah, this year. He died this year.
Mm-hmm.
But he's telling the story. Louis C.K. is telling the story, and he's like, it's such bullshit because all these people want to be famous actors. And this is exactly what he says. He's like, it's not like you're sitting there and you raise your hand and you ask Sean Penn a question and then you become some megastar. It just doesn't work like that, right? And the clip immediately cuts to Sean Penn on Inside the fucking Actor Studio, right? and they're going through the audience and they ask a question and this guy raises his hand and it's literally like the C's part. He stands up and he goes, "Hey, Mr. Penn, my name is Bradley Cooper. I'd like to ask you if when you're ever in this blah, blah.
Yeah.
So literally what Louis C.K. said happened with fucking Bradley Cooper was there.
Yeah.
And asked, like, what are the chances of that? You know, like it's so.
I mean, but
so
look
crazy.
who we're talking about. We're talking about Sean Penn, dude. You know, it's not outshine Sean Penn.
No, that's not what I'm saying.
I know
Louis
that's what I'm saying. I just don't like him.
Oh, that's right. I forgot you said you were going to fight him. But it's just so crazy that Louis C.K. in the example he used, like talking shit, because he's right. You know what I mean? Like these guys, you're paying all this money to go to school. It's not going to make you a fucking.
Is that what they? Yeah, are they paying to go? Yeah, I don't know.
Of course, yeah.
Where the fuck is that?
It's just like a college. It's in California. It's in L.A. Oh. But it's just crazy that he used in his example. He said Sean Penn, and then literally in the Sean Penn,
yeah,
Bradley Cooper. Like, it's crazy. All right, so moving on.
What was Sean Penn's advice? Like, don't be me to Bradley.
No, he asked him like a terrible question too. It was like, Jesus Christ,
Bradley Cooper.
So move on to the next thing. I wanted to ask you your opinion on this. So the University of Rhode Island, right? They're going to remove their World War II. What?
That's where I was born, Rhode Island.
So they're going to remove their World War II murals on campus due to lack of diversity.
Dude, this is the crazy shit I'm talking about. If people are trying to anytime people are trying to remove history, you should be extremely concerned.
Yeah.
Because if they're trying to remove history, it's because they don't want you to be able to reference anything for the crazy shit they're doing.
Well, that one's not.
He did that shit too. That's why there's no like artifacts and shit in China, because when he was murdering people, he didn't want them to know their history.
Well, I mean, you're totally right about what you're saying. This instance isn't really that, because it's like it doesn't make a difference if there was black or white guys in World War II. It's just they're going too far, man. Like this makes no one was upset about seeing a picture of real soldiers in a picture, like how it actually happened, because there wasn't enough representation. You know what I'm saying? Like those dudes.
I'm sure when they entered Auschwitz, they were like, "Whoa! Wait till you come back with an even, you know."
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. It's like I can understand you being like, with some stuff with like the statues, it's like, all right, this guy was a shitty person. We just didn't, we didn't realize it at the time, and things were different.
And what is diversity? Does it have to be half and half, or does it have to be percentage representation?
My thing is like it's a picture, man. It's how it actually. Like you want me to lie? You want me to tell you? You want me to like put a fake picture with half, a little bit of Spanish?
Yeah, it's not like a mural, right? It's
pictures from World War II. It's like one of the pictures they're taking, the murals they're taking down, is a picture of them getting off the boats at the beaches of Normandy. It's like that's how it actually happened, man. That's what it looked like. Like,
yeah,
crazy, man, crazy.
I'm telling you, that should scare people.
Yeah. So one thing I wanted to show you, this isn't a video, this is just a post that I hope you're ready for. So it's something that we referenced last episode, and I don't know if this is my biggest nightmare or I don't know if it gets worse than this. You ready? And if you watch our last episode, this might hit a little close to home. But this was published in the New York Post yesterday.
Oh, fuck!
Teen hospitalized after receiving snake bite to the penis while on toilet.
Oh.
And you can see in the picture, it's a toilet with a snake in the toilet bowl still and blood everywhere. So let's get that.
Fuck me,
That's
dude.
actually really fucking gross. But, man, I mean, does it get worse than that? That's got to be the worst thing that's ever happened, right?
I'd take the penis bite over the butthole. That would suck.
Yeah, because maybe if the penis bite, it would blow up a little bit. You know what I mean? Get a little swollen. You know what I'm saying? The butthole bite.
Don't put the anti-venom in yet.
Honey, get in here.
Yeah. I got two snakes I want to show you.
Man, but that was, I mean.
Fuck, man, that was nasty as fuck looking at that, dude.
You're in such like a vulnerable position when you're taking a shit.
Where is?
What I'm saying? Let's see. Let me go back to it.
Yeah, did you see that tweet I just sent you from Trump?
No.
Kim Jong-un is in good health. Never.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
What the fuck is that?
Yeah, it's in. Sorry, I'm trying to read this. Man, he was a young kid too. It looked like he was like 16.
Seems like it'd be like some kind of like Louisiana shit or something.
The poor. The teenager's mother attempted to calm him down before emergency services rushed the poor soul to the hospital to have his mangled member repaired.
Jesus Christ.
Let's see. It doesn't say where it was. So
it's like, careful, baby. There's venom in there.
Hey, Doc, don't worry. I'll get the venom out.
Yeah.
Oh, it was in Bangkok.
Let me call my side piece.
You hear that?
Oh, really?
The near serpent circumcision occurred Tuesday, 12 miles north of Bangkok. So be careful next time you're in Thailand.
Oh, yeah. So that fucking toilet's probably like a fucking outside toilet off the side of the road.
Oh, seriously? Is it? Oh, makes sense. That makes sense.
Their plumbing's not great there.
So, interesting developments around the world right now, but I think the weirdest place right now is in San Francisco in the Bay Area.
Oh, yeah.
Looks like the fucking apocalypse out there.
Yeah, Blade Runner. It's great. I kind of want to go visit.
Yeah.
Just because it looks like that.
I mean, they have to suspend like flights and stuff into San Francisco right now, right? How can they even fly in that?
Giants play yesterday too?
They might have. Yeah, I didn't see that, but I mean, it's definitely. It looks so bizarre, man. If you know what we're talking about, just type San Francisco into Google.
Yeah.
About noon yesterday, the skies were red and orange. The sun was blocked out by all the smoke, and I mean, it literally looked like something out of like the apocalypse. You know, like
so crazy,
Walking Dead
so crazy.
Yeah, and it's definitely a bad omen. It makes us feel like we're in the end times here. Global pandemic, economy's in the tank. We got orange skies over San Fran. The Golden Gate Bridge, you can't even fucking see it in the air.
Yeah, the fucking mask ain't gonna fucking help with smoke inhalation, dude. You're fucking dead.
All right, so moving on to the next thing. I got a little clip I want to show you.
What do you think? What do you think is going to be the conspiracy that pops up for the red smoke? There's got to be one. There's got to be one that pops up.
Oh, they're burning all the paperwork of the pedophile ring. I got a video I want to share with you.
They just need cover to bring them into the tunnels.
Yeah, exactly. So tell me what you think of this. Right? This is the New York. The New York Bodega Association president doing a little speech in New York over the weekend, and some people weren't happy about it.
Fucking DeSeuss?
No. Yeah, DeSeuss and Miro are the Bodega Association president.
I mean, they are the Bodega boys.
Yeah, that's true. So this is what he had to say at his little meeting.
The attacks on the Bodega on... Yo, this some bullshit. Out of here, this is trash. They capping, big cap, ain't nothing going on over here. Take that somewhere else. Yeah, they big capping. He's the president of the Bodega Association. Yeah, I saw him on the news and all that. Don't come over here now. Why you coming over here now? To make a propaganda meeting? What the f is going on? Yeah, show the people the real news. You a clown. Get the f out of here with that bullshit. Do that in another store. Not over here. Because I'm going to interrupt the whole Get the f out of here with that bullshit. Go to another store. This is the president of Bodega Association. Where you at when your violence is going on? You in your house. You in your white sneakers.
Look at guy's face.
Let the tapes roll on. Because y'all not doing no more recording over here. Record this. You got a camera? Record this. The attacks on the Bodega on. Yo, there's some...
So...
Yo, I've never seen anybody not look at each other.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
So if you're just listening for the podcast, it's the Bodega president doing a speech about the recent protests and violence and stuff, and this guy just walks up and he goes, "No, fuck that, this is bullshit." And he's standing right behind him, and the guy refuses to turn around. He's on the news. That's the interview.
Hey,
the news interview.
Props to him staying up on the local politics because nah, fuck that. I know he's the president. Like, Jesus Christ. I was just trying to get a pack of cigarettes, bro.
Well, it's funny because he's like, "I'm gonna interrupt this whole shit because I'm like that." He's like, I'll go.
So wait, but what was that guy saying? He's like, where were you at during the riots? Like, what did he want him to do? Like, rob his own store? I don't know. That dude's just like, he doesn't say shit. He looked like he wanted to turn around and hit him if the camera wasn't on.
So I got one more video, and then we'll get into the topic we were talking about. This is you were talking about Carmelo Anthony the other day. So this is Carmelo Anthony when he was on MTV Cribs a few weeks back. Or a few
Again?
years back. A few years
This picture right here is one of my favorites. They got Jesus right here and they got me right there. Both of them standing in a puddle of blood and say blood brothers. This picture right
What
here.
the fuck is that?
You got Jesus right here.
What does that mean?
Right there. Both of them standing in a puddle of blood and say blood brothers. This picture right here is
So it's a
Yeah, who's that fat kid in that Twitter stream?
oh, that's Jokic when he was a kid, and it's Jokic in Hawaii when they were kids. Kawhi still has the same face.
Looks just as unhappy.
Yeah. Back to that video though. It's Carmelo Anthony doing MTV Cribs, and he's like, "This is my favorite piece. It's a painting of me and Jesus, and it's like him and Jesus with a basketball, and then like we're standing in a puddle of blood.
My
and we're
question
blood brothers.
is whose blood is it?
Blood of Christ, baby.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Jesus.
What the fuck are you asking me? Like I'm gonna know the answer.
I don't know. It's like, isn't he? Aren't you technically like Jesus' child or some shit? Isn't that how it works? How you fuck you brothers? Are you saying you're God?
But think about it. He probably paid like $10,000 to have that commissioned. He had somebody paint it. And they're like, "You want what? All right, dude.
Yeah.
You want
Do you
how
think he
much?"
asked for it, or somebody was like, "Yo, check this out, dude."
I paid this painting of you. You inspired me.
The
I mean,
guy was
that's something you got to ask for.
This guy goes, I bet you I can get him to buy it.
Oh man. So another thing I want to talk about, so they added Colin Kaepernick into the Madden game this year.
Yeah.
And because of people were upset that he wasn't in it because he's a free agent or whatever. But they put him as like the 11th best rated quarterback in the game. And to me, it's like he should have been in the game all along because they have a ton of almost every other free agent that's not on a team who hasn't played in years. They're all available in the game except for Kaepernick. And they like bleeped out last year. They bleeped out a song that they had on the game that mentioned Colin Kaepernick. So they're changing course. And then after the game launched, they added Kaepernick in, right? Which is almost worse because it's like now it seems like they're trying to. That's like what they're using to sell copies. Like, oh, you're social justice warrior. Guess what? Kaepernick's in our game now. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah, of course. Yeah.
they made him good. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
that's it's so frustrating to me because it's like it shouldn't be a big deal, but you're making it a big deal. You know what I mean? Like it shouldn't be. It should just be in the game. He should be a 70 rated player, like a CE rated player, because that's probably what he is right now. He hasn't played in a few years.
If that, who the fuck knows? He hasn't
That's
played
what I'm
in
saying.
fucking years.
That's what I'm saying. He should be a backup caliber quarterback. I mean, and that's the thing. When he first got blackballed and got, wasn't able to get on a team, I was like, you know what, he could probably start somewhere. Because I think that was the year like the Browns were like won one game. It's like, yeah, he could have played for the fucking Browns or the Redskins, or excuse me, the Washington football team.
Anybody could have replaced Matt Schaub, dude.
That's what I'm saying.
I could have replaced Matt Schaub.
And not only that, there was these backup quarterbacks. Like, what was the guy, Nathan Peterman for the Bills? That he had like 8 interceptions in his first 3 games.
Yeah,
dude, his stats are terrible. Hold on, let me find it. He has like some just like.
How
is this guy still in the NFL stats?
Who brought him in on Hard Knock on that year in Hard Knocks? Like, this guy fucking
Gruden.
sucks. Yeah, Gruden. Yeah, it was Gruden.
Yeah. Gruden loved him, and then he was like, "This guy's terrible."
Yeah.
But he was with the Bills, and everyone was like, put him in over Tyrod Taylor." All right, so here it is. He's played He's had 2 seasons. He didn't play in the NFL at all last year. In his NFL career, he's played in 8 games. He's 1-3 in those 8 games. He has 3 touchdowns and 12 interceptions.
Crazy. It's craziness.
12 interceptions on 44 pass attempts. I mean, what are we doing here? I'm sorry, 44 completions, 81 pass attempts, 12 interceptions. Like,
oh my God.
1 in every 8 passes is intercepted, basically. I mean, you're telling me Kaepernick's not better than him? And he's on a team right now. He's on a team. Yeah, he's on the Raiders. He's the backup quarterback for the Raiders. So it's like, or one of the backup quarterbacks. It's Derek Carr, Mariota.
Oh, so he did get picked up.
Yeah.
I didn't know that. I thought it was all hype.
Yeah. I don't get it, man. I don't get it. Speaking of NFL, let's just swing right into that. We got NFL kicking off here. It's Thursday night for us, and it's about to kick off Chiefs and Texans.
Dude, DraftKings has this crazy thing going. It's the no-brainer bet. Have you seen this?
Yeah, it's like the plus 54 Chiefs or
plus 101 Chiefs.
Yeah,
there's
a couple of them. There's one. It's it was over under +1. So it's like if anybody scores, you win. But it's just to get it's smart because it gets people into the gambling that normally wouldn't, and you get it's probably like free credit You can't turn it into real cash. You have to bet with it later on.
Yeah, you have to roll it like 10 times. You got to win.
Exactly.
It's fucking
exactly. But it's free money. You know what I mean? It's free bet money. So.
Oh, I'm not gonna say I didn't do it. I definitely did it.
Yeah. So that's
I also bet on. So they had a prop bet with who the fuck was it? Oh, who's gonna score the first TD?
Yeah.
So I picked Mahomes to run it in. Plus,
Ooh.
yeah.
What was the odds on that?
Plus 2,200.
Ooh, that's pretty good.
I know, because it's definitely possible. I mean, it's kind of weird odds.
I mean, that's like it's a long shot odds. I mean, it's rare for it to be the first touchdown.
But he also, I mean, you got the best shot with him because he's got the fucking ball. So
yeah, that's true.
I mean, I took is Deshaun Watson not playing or what?
No, he's playing. They just stink.
That's what I'm saying. Didn't they make it in the playoffs last year? Or they're
just but they also lost DeAndre Hopkins. Their defense is bad. Their offensive line is bad.
Well, I took them plus 9.5. I was like, the first game of the year, I don't see them losing by 5.
I could see Watson. No, I think the Chiefs blow them out tonight. I think the Chiefs blow them out tonight. Yeah. I just don't. I think Watson's really good, and he can hang with it or whatever. He can keep a team in a game. But I mean, it's the Chiefs. If it was any other team, I would say, yeah, sure, it'll be competitive. But I just don't. The defending champs. I mean, what's that crazy stat where there's only been like 2 games ever where Mahomes didn't put up 34 points? So it's like
wild.
I know, and he's going to put points up. So I mean, I don't think the Texans can match them.
Is there going to be fans there?
I'm not sure. I was just thinking about that. I'm not sure. I know some teams are having fans, but I'm not sure.
Denver, you can do it.
Yeah.
Limited fans.
Yeah, there's a lot. I'd say half the league is having fans and half is not. I know that most of them are no fans through September, and then after that, they're allowing like 50%.
Yeah. 2 hours ago, Kansas City mayor defends allowing fans to attend.
Oh, they are having fans. Cool. I like that.
How many?
I'm not sure, but also last weekend on Saturday, it was Marshall and somebody was playing a college football game, and they had fans there, and it was on. I was watching it on TV. It was so weird to see because they had fans in the stands, and it was just bizarre. It was weird, a weird
packed.
Sight. Not packed. They had limitations or whatever, but I mean, there was a good amount of people. There's probably like 10,000 people there. It was a good amount. So,
yeah,
I know the Gators. They play in 2 weeks, and they're going to be. They fit like about 100,000 fans. It's going to be 15,000. So I mean, it's going to look empty, but there'll be people there. So, speaking of that, there's also college football tonight. UAB versus Miami. It's kind of like the first big game, big program playing tonight. So,
does Miami still fucking suck?
No, they got the quarterback from Houston, something King.
They fell apart last year.
Yeah, they weren't very good last year. They also didn't have a quarterback, though. So now they have that quarterback. They should have a good defense. I don't think they'll win the national championship, but they should be a little bit competitive. But let's focus on NFL right now. So we talked about it a little bit. We gave our little NFL predictions. What are you thinking for this season? How are you feeling about how the season's going to play out?
I don't know. It's going to be a weird one. It's going to be a weird one.
I was thinking about that too because you have, usually you have a little bit of a home, especially in the NFL, you have a little bit of a home field advantage, especially with gambling and stuff. They usually give the home team 3 points.
Yeah.
How is that going to work? Like it's Bucs Saints on Sunday, and it's like usually being in New Orleans is a huge advantage for the Saints. Like, is it now? Is it an advantage at all playing in the turf? Maybe,
especially with these guys being able to hear everything now.
Exactly, that's weird. Well, I mean, they'll
definitely be able to hear fans call him a pussy too, though. They'll be able to make that out.
Well, they're pumping in crowd noise to make it like as loud as.
I don't like that. I don't like that. There's no fans. I don't want to hear fans.
Yeah. Well, they are doing it, but I
know they weren't doing it with the NBA in the beginning, and now they are.
Yeah. Well, also, it's weird because. With the Washington football team, they have had trouble getting fans there. The Jaguars are another team where people haven't been showing up the last few years. They're gonna pump crowd noise like there are fans there. You know what I mean? So it's like,
yeah, are they pumping into the stadium or through like the audio of
through the speakers?
Yeah, like in the stadium, not in the stadium,
TV. Yeah. In the stadium.
So even on the NBA, was there fucking?
Yeah, that
was like going into the stadium.
Yes. And hockey and baseball, all the sports are doing it. But I mean, that part of it is to cover up, the play calling and stuff. Could try to make it as normal as possible. Because it's also weird when it's dead silent. You know what I mean? Especially for the NFL. If it was completely silent, it would be a little weird. Oh, the NFL is interesting because you would hear the hits, and I think people would be a little bit more uncomfortable. Like, oh yeah, that guy's leg just snapped, and I heard it.
I think they should just let it ride. I mean, people love listening to that sound effect shit. You know?
Yeah.
I want to hear them talking shit, talking about each other's mother and wife and all that shit. Hilarious.
I mean, you're definitely going to catch some of that this year. They're not because even in baseball and stuff, when a guy like pops up, you hear him say "fuck." You know, you still hear it way more than you would normally, but it does drown out some of it. But yeah, so. You think we get through the season? I know we've talked about this a couple times, but what are you feeling like right now? Do you think we get through the entire? Do we get to the Super Bowl?
Yeah, because so part of me wants to say yeah because then the election will be over. But who knows what the fuck's gonna happen when the election happens? You know what I'm saying? You know.
I think you're basing the COVID thing a little bit too much on the election. I think that I do agree that it'll have a depending on who wins, there'll be a definite change in the like how we're viewing it.
Of course, the politicization of it will stop.
Exactly, know? But it still seems like it's not getting better; it's getting worse, and that's we're at a weird point right now.
I haven't even paid attention. I
know that's what I was gonna say. We're at a weird point right now where people don't give a fuck about it anymore, but it's getting worse. Like looking at the numbers, even in Florida here, it's getting to the point where you are gonna get it. You know what I mean? And that's what I was saying. Like,
because people are like, well, yeah, I can't work, and I'm not gonna eat, and I'm gonna die. So
yeah, I know. And I mean, I'm not saying it's right or wrong, but it's nuts because I'm at the point now where it's like I can't live like this anymore. I can't worry about you're just as likely to get it at the grocery store or the gas station. So it's like you can't avoid it at this point. Too many people have been irresponsible. It's spread out of control. Like it most likely won't kill me. Hopefully, if I do get that, I hope I don't die from it.
Are you going to sign up for the vaccine?
That's a good question.
Yeah, Tim Dillon had a good bit about it. Like everybody wants the vaccine, but nobody wants to get it.
Yeah,
nobody wants to be the first one to get it. Yeah, we banged this one out in 6 months.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like, I'm not opposed to taking vaccines. I'm opposed to taking this one just because it has been rushed out, and it's like you don't really know the long-term effects of it. And one of the vaccines that they thought worked over in Russia ended up not working at all. Like it stops you from getting it, but then you can get it later on. So it's like, what's the fucking point of taking it? You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly.
So yeah, so I don't. It's weird because me specifically with my age and my being in decent shape and stuff, I'm not worried about it killing me, but I am worried about giving it to someone else.
It's barely killed anybody that's our age.
Yeah, but that's the thing. It's not just that. It's like I could be a asymptomatic carrier of it and give it.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I think they should just give it to the older people. Give them the vaccine.
Yeah, but that's the other problem they're having is with these people that have gotten it and then gotten it again, gotten it recovered and then gotten it again. So it's like everyone has to take it or it's not going to fucking work. So I don't know. And the other thing is it does seem like the herd immunity thing is not going to work because of that, because you can continue to get it. And I just really hope we're not getting to a stage where these things are just going to, this is the new normal. You know what I mean? And things are going to be like this for a long time. And so I saw Dr. Fauci talking about that this is like the start of a string of possible diseases that could pop up like this. And it's like, Jesus, could you imagine we get everything taken care of and then 6 months later there's another one?
Tell you what, I'm looking at going to Thailand, man. They've had 2 cases in 100 days.
Yeah.
I mean, at least they're getting some freedoms back. I'm not going to accept not having freedoms. That's for sure. That's fucking insane. But, whatever.
I mean, what freedoms are being infringed?
You can't meet anywhere. Everything's a problem. You can't even get popcorn. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. But what specific freedom is changing your day-to-day life right now? Other than maybe I can understand the economy and wanting to find a job, not being able to find a job. That sucks.
Okay, it's not necessarily affecting my daily life, but I see where this is heading, and I don't like it.
Yeah. No,
it's just like with the Patriot Act. They just take a little bit and they never give it back.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That's what I mean. That's what I mean when I say that I really hope this isn't the new normal, because it's I don't know. I don't even know what the.
I mean, look at fucking California, bro. Or LA specifically. That's a fucking communist state.
Oh, for sure. No, for sure. You live in Colorado. I live in Florida. That's what I mean. Like, if you were living in California, I totally understand you being like, I want the fuck out of here. Because, I mean, they're
People
telling you what to do.
Haircuts? Yeah,
They're
exactly.
like, this is what you can and can't do. Like, that's crazy to me that they can do that.
Colorado's been pretty good about it. I mean,
Florida too. Yeah.
the gyms have been open for a long time.
Florida's basically been like, you know, you can do whatever you want, but like you shouldn't. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, exactly.
We prefer if you did it, but we're not going to stop you from, you know, living your life. But, you know, for everyone's sake, it would be nice if you would stay home or wear. You do have to wear the mask, which I don't have a problem with at all. I don't know why anybody would have a problem with that. I mean, wearing a mask versus not wearing a mask seems like a no-brainer to me. The problem is when people don't. Everyone has to do it. Everyone has to follow the rules. It sucks. You think I like wearing it? I'm not. I don't enjoy wearing it.
I feel like, you know, yeah, whatever, wear it. That's fine. But
Yeah.
you know, you just said the numbers are going up, so the mask ain't doing shit because it's not. You know, it's preventing something, but it's not fixing the problem.
No, for sure, but it's slowing it because there's no doubt that you cannot explain at all the way that wearing a mask isn't safer than not wearing a mask.
Oh, I'm not saying it's not safer, but at the same time, it's just wear it, but it's definitely not going to get rid of the problem.
No, I mean, just the way I explain to someone is like if you poured water on the mask, right? The water's going to go straight through, but there is going to be some water on that mask. You know what I'm saying? So like if I'm wearing the mask and I'm sick and you're wearing a mask and not sick, you're much safer than if we both weren't wearing a mask and I was talking to you. You know what I mean? So it's just decreasing the probability of you getting.
But then like, you know, what happens with bars and shit, you know? That's just
you can't do it.
I mean, and that's what I'm saying. You know, the bars and shit are back open in Thailand.
They're back open here. I mean, I told you what happened when I went to ALS the other day. It's just like if you want
to restaurant bars are not like a bar. Though,
no, right? Bars are open. Bars
are they?
Here. Yeah. So I mean, like, I don't know what you do, man. I mean, I'm sure there are some restrictions still. I'm not up on it, but I've driven past them. I've seen them open. Like there's one right here in Lake Mary that's open. Like it's packed too. It was packed the other night.
But then it's like you don't got to wear the mask there, and it's like I don't.
I know. It's just like that's what I mean. Yeah. Like you either have to close down all the way for the thing that's really crazy is back in March, those 2 months that we were completely locked down, seemed like things were going pretty smoothly, and then people got impatient and they opened up too quickly everywhere. But
I think people are eventually just gonna have to deal with the risk, and that's it, dude.
I know.
That's
it.
I
know. And you can with this virus because the death rate is so low. But it also worries me. Like, what happens when we have one that it's not like it's a real deal? You know what I mean? Like 12% death rate, 15% death rate, and people aren't going to take it serious. You know from experience here in Florida with the hurricanes, it's like we had that really bad one. Or I'm sorry, we had a bunch of like ones that were supposed to be bad, and then they weren't, and then they're like, oh, everyone prepares, and then the big one doesn't hit, and then all of a sudden there's one coming, and people don't take it serious, and then that one hits, and it's devastating. You know what I mean? So it's like it's similar to that. You got to take the risk serious because it sucks. And we all got lucky. You know what I mean? We got lucky because we weren't prepared for something like this at all. If it would have been a deadly, like in those movies, Contagion or 28 Days Later, something like that.
But see, then that's like if we're about to go on a string of these, where does this go? You can't tell people to stop working. Obviously, we don't. You got to give them either UBI. They got to figure something out because people ain't gonna do this again. They're not going to do however the fuck this.
I can't even keep doing. I'm at my point, man, where I can't continue living like this, man. It's depressing, bro. It's depressing.
Yeah. And I think we're losing
mental health too.
We're losing the. I think we're losing our humanity through it. The masks and the not touching, and it's not good.
I was actually. I met somebody. I was introduced to someone, and I went for the handshake and realized like.
Yeah, I know.
You shouldn't do that. It's like weird, and
I just grabbed their balls. I got panicked.
I just blew them instead. Sorry, can't shake your hand.
And that's the thing that would be okay, basically. You know what I'm saying?
Just go face to face, hand to hand.
Yeah, right. Make sure you put a mask on in case your dick coughs.
Oh shit. Boy. You got anything else?
I ain't got shit, man. I'm about ready to watch some football here in a little bit.
Yeah, me too, man. I'm really stoked. So we'll keep this one short and sweet. Just wanted to give you guys something since we've been gone for about a week. We'll be back Sunday night. We'll recap some football, read some emails, go from there, and then Wednesday we'll be back with Celebrity Deaths Part 2. So Is that all for you, Malcolm?
That's all I got, man. I'm still recovering from that fucking Yellowstone trip.
Let's talk about Yellowstone a little bit. So, was there anything exciting that happened while you're actually on the trip, other than elderly women on oxygen trying to fuck you?
No, man. I was just, I took that mushrooms that one time during. Oh yeah. So we're sitting by this lake, right, and it's this beautiful setting. There's this huge, like 2 mountains meeting, crevasse or whatever. And I'm with some friends, and we took some or whatever. We're sitting by this lake, and these two guys are walking up, and they're going fishing for, I don't know. They didn't look like they were fishing, but
Dude,
but I heard I'm all fucked up. yeah, exactly. And then,
hey guys, we're me and my very straight friend. We're gonna go over there and go fishing.
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly what it was.
Don't come over here, though. Don't come over here.
Yeah. But I heard them walking up, and I could tell that they like looked over towards us, and all I hear is they go, "Jesus Christ!" And then dude catches eye contact with me, and it's just like, yeah, bro, keep it moving.
Yeah.
I'm in another dimension right now.
Yeah. Do you remember? We've talked about this before, but I don't think we've ever talked about this on the podcast. Me, you, and another one of our buddies, we were out in the Vegas deserts, and we were tripping.
Yeah, Mojave.
Yeah, and we went out to that place, and we climbed up a mountain. But it's funny because like you were up there, right? And we went back to the car, and I was you know what? I was wanting part of nature, man. I don't want no phone, no water, nothing. Like, let's just leave it all here, man. Live it out there, man. So I pull all my stuff in my car, and I like lock the car, and we get like 2 steps away. And my other buddy's like, "Yeah, but what if someone like falls down, like breaks their leg? There's no one around for miles." I'm like, "Yeah, what the fuck am I talking about? Like, why would I have to use the phone? But I should probably keep it on me, or water.
Okay,
like,
man,
probably
Jesus
need water.
will save you, dude."
Yeah. And then. Do you remember? So we were out there for a couple hours, and it was like some weird fucking like spa area, like in the middle of the desert.
Yo,
remember?
I was trying to describe it. It was like super horror movie shit.
Yeah.
It wasn't. Yeah, it was an old like rundown spa.
No. So it used to be a cult used to live out there.
Is that what it was?
Yeah. I sent that to you and the other buddy that we were with. It used to be like a cult used to live out there. It was like a weird like getaway living quarters thing, and they converted it into a spa. Weird. And then they were like, they worked there, and then they ended up selling it, and now like University of California uses it for some like botanic fucking research.
Yeah.
But the day we were there, it was just like one guy there, and we were looking for like fresh water. But it was definitely super creepy. But so first of all, we were out up on this mountain for like a couple hours. We were in the middle of the morning. And we're fucking around and, talking and doing stuff. And then we go down to the bottom. We're like, let's see if we find some water or we'll get out of here. Because we were going to Vegas. Later in the day, we were going to check in our hotel room. And then there was a guy working there. And he was like, were you guys climbing that mountain over there? And we're like, yeah, we're up there. And he goes, you guys see any rattlesnakes up there? Like, wait, what? He goes, yeah, there's rattlesnakes all through there. I would never hike that mountain. Like,
yeah. It was a good time.
Yeah. Because you imagine if one of us got bit by a rattlesnake in that condition?
Dude, I almost got bit by a rattlesnake at work one time. There was one hiding under a box, and I heard that fucking.
No.
And I couldn't move. I was like stuck in between 2 things. Everyone's like, "Yo, there's a snake under there." Fucking throw this box out, and it's just a little tiny one, dude. Fucking rattling. It was scary shit.
I saw one. I was on a riding lawnmower. This is probably like 5 years ago or something like that. But I was on a riding lawnmower, and I look over, and I just, I had my headphones in, I had goggles on or whatever, and I just look over, just out of the corner of my eye, I just happened to see it, and its head was sticking up out of the grass, and it was probably like 3 or 4 feet. It wasn't big, but it wasn't a small one either. So I like pulled to the side. I was literally about to it would have been right next to my leg. It would have bit me. So I like pull over to the side a little bit to get out of its way, and I look and I can see the rattle behind it, and I was like, holy shit!
That fucking sound is nuts.
And it was like if it was just one of those weird things. If I hadn't have looked and that just happened to look in that direction and saw it, I would have got bit by a fucking rattlesnake. I've also got have you ever heard of a coral snake, the red, yellow, black ones? Yeah. I saw one of those. I was at one of the springs here. I don't remember which one, but I was in a canoe and I just saw it moving across the water, and I'm like, what the fuck is
that?
The water? And I look, and it was a coral snake, and it was just floating, going across the water to get to the other side of like the river or whatever.
God, that just reminded me of that kid getting bit on the dick. That fucking that picture is gnarly, dude.
Yeah, it's gnarly. I probably shouldn't have shown that on the podcast because it's pretty bad.
Yeah, I have fucking nightmares about that one.
All right, let's get out of here. Thanks again for everybody that listened and listens
Yeah.
this far specifically. Follow us on Instagram and Twitter at @scam_podcast. Please go do that. It's a huge help to us. If you're listening to the podcast and you want to watch it, Scam Space Podcast on YouTube. That's the weird thing. We get a lot more downloads for the audio than we do views on YouTube. So please go watch it, see our beautiful faces. And plus, there's elements to the show you get a better experience on YouTube. If you want to email us, podcastgame@gmail.com. And we'd love to hear from you guys. If you're from another country, India, Italy, Finland, Germany, Australia, England, Ireland, Canada. I've seen a lot of people that download from there. And we want to hear from you guys. What brought you to the
tell
show?
us about your COVID experience. What's going on over there?
Yeah, what's going on with COVID out in Italy, out in Germany, out in India? Tell us what's going on there, and we'll tell you how bad it is here. Or if you just want to tell us some weird shit. We'd love to hear some weird fucking shit. So send us some weird stuff to talk about. And we'll get back with you guys this weekend. Everybody enjoy football. Football's back. Woo!
Fuck yeah.
Go Bucks. So we'll see you guys then. Thanks for listening. See you later.
See ya.